We all know the technique for individual peace, transcendental meditation, and individual peace is the basis for world peace.
Inside we feel more relaxed and tolerant. Peace is growing in the individual. Let's see what happens in our mind during transcendental meditation.
Здесь мы видим префронтальную кору и миндалевидное тело. Префронтальная кора становится более активной. Это пульт управления для высших функций. В то же время миндалевидное тело становится менее активным. Это центр страха, который управляет механизмом «бей или беги». В покое трансцендирования над стрессовыми реакциями начинает преобладать более высокая трезвость ума.
So, meditators develop a more balanced brain functioning. They show less stress and higher moral behavior. Mind and body become peaceful.
Это видно как рост когерентности в ЭЭГ мозга во время ТМ, по амплитудно-частотным характеристикам и всем отделам мозга. Это означает, что каждая часть мозга работает совместно с каждой другой частью наиболее упорядоченным образом.
We all know this experience as pure consciousness. It is an experience of a deep inner peace. This is the formula for creating peace on an individual level. But does it imply that everybody has to meditate if we want peace on a larger scale?
Отдельный мозг в состоянии гармонии – это единица мирного общества и мирного мира. Чтобы лес был зеленым, все деревья должны быть зелеными.
This seems logical, but how can we teach 7 billion people to meditate?
В 1975 году ученые открыли нечто поразительное. Когда всего лишь 1% населения обучается ТМ, негативные тенденции уменьшаются, а позитивные увеличиваются. Статистика была безошибочной. Показатели преступности, заболеваемости и несчастных случаев понизились. Экономика, фондовый рынок и число заявленных патентов выросли.
And the beauty is that you don't need the whole population to meditate. Just 1% creates that effect, which scientists call the Maharishi effect. It's because Maharishi predicted it long before it was verified by science.
Эффект 1% также обнаруживается и в природе. Например, железный брусок становится намагниченным, когда всего лишь 1% молекул железа сориентирован упорядоченным образом.
So with 1% of the population meditating, we can create a peaceful society. In addition, we also create a perfect system of protection against all sorts of negative influences. To understand this, we can look at a phenomenon that physicists call the Meissner effect.
В обычной системе есть много энтропии, беспорядка и сопротивления. Но система с максимальной когерентностью становится сверхпроводником. Совершенная упорядоченность внутри сверхпроводника предотвращает проникновение в него любого беспорядка. Одновременно она создает вокруг него защитное поле, так что никакой беспорядок извне не может нарушить поток системы. Система становится несокрушимой. Это есть эффект Мейснера.
In terms of people and countries, when 1% of the population meditates, the country becomes invincible. It no longer allows any negative influence from inside or outside.
Используя эту технологию, каждая нация может создать идеальную систему обороны и производить непрерывное воздействие мира по отношению к своим соседям. Наконец, у нас есть научно доказанная формула для достижения мира в обществе. Давайте возьмем одну страну, например, Бельгию, с населением в 10 миллионов человек. Для достижения мира нам нужно 100 тысяч медитирующих.
So there's still a long way to go. But in 1976, Maharishi introduced the TM City program, and that changed everything.
С программой ТМ-ситхи для создания такого же эффекта достаточно корня квадратного из 1% населения, если это количество человек собрано в одном месте. Поэтому группа из 317 ситхов в одном месте оказывает такой же эффект, как и 100 тысяч медитирующих.
В физике волновых процессов этот эффект известен как конструктивная интерференция. При соединении трех когерентных волн с идентичной частотой сила или интенсивность возрастает квадратично. Результирующая волна в 9 раз мощнее.
This extended Maharishi effect at last gives us a practical solution for world peace. We only need the square root of 1% of the world's population, which works out to be just 9,000 peace experts. World peace can be a permanent reality. Research has proven that this technology works. Over 50 studies have demonstrated its effectiveness to an exceptionally high level of reliability. Let's examine one strong case.
Вашингтон, округ Колумбия в 1993 году. Несколько тысяч ситхов собрались для демонстрации силы мира, и преступность сократилась на 23%.
You can actually train a group in a very powerful stress-reducing technology of TM, pretty easily, of course. And you can do that, for example, in the middle of Lebanon during the peak of the Lebanon War. It only took several hundred to start to notice an effect. But scientifically, you create the group, you remove the group. You create the group, you remove the group. You have them there for 2 days, they're gone for 3. You have them back, and you watch the level of war fighting, war deaths, war injuries, rise and fall in very strong correlation to the number of people who are creating peace and dissolving stress in the collective consciousness. When you've published 40 or 50 studies like that, you end up building up evidence that is really beyond irrefutable. There's never been an approach that has been studied as carefully and has been demonstrated to be so powerful. The effects can actually be felt very, very soon.
Even better, modern science can explain the underlying mechanics. But even in ancient times, this knowledge was available.
Махариши Патанджали утверждает в йога-сутрах, рядом с йогой враждебные тенденции устраняются.
So how do we bring together a group of 9,000 for world peace? Maharishi created a group of Vedic Pandits and a beautiful campus in the center point of India to accomplish this ultimate goal.
A Vedic Pandit?
Veda, Vedic, means knowledge, the total knowledge of natural law, and Pandit means an expert.
Maharishi created this group in India. Why India?
India has two great practical values. First, the Pandits actually come from there. Second, it's so much more cost-effective than doing it at most other places around the world.
What does a Vedic Pandit do?
The Vedic Pandits have two specialties every day. Yoga, which means meditation, and yagya.
What is yagya?
Yagya is action for evolution, and in this case, it's action, specifically Vedic performances or recitations, which are done for the welfare of the whole world, for the peace, prosperity, harmony. They recite specific Vedic expressions from that silent field, the unified field of all the laws of nature, and those sounds which they're reciting are those fundamental organizing sounds of nature itself to create that powerful positive influence for the world.
If it is traditional, why do we already not have world peace?
Because we've stopped taking advantage of this fabulous technology. If we enliven it again, we're going to have peace for the world.
So can we do a specific yagya for world peace?
We have to do specific yagyas for world peace. We're doing one now, Ati Rujabhishek, 1,331 Maharshi Vedic Pandits at the Brahmastan, or center point of India. And what we want to do, we want to have 3 times that group every day doing this Ati Rujabhishek.
What is the ultimate goal?
Really what we want to do is have the effect. The world needs it, we can do it, which is peace, harmony for the world. To do that, our goal in terms of pundit numbers, we want to have now 9,000 Vedic pundits at the Brahmastan of India.
Thank you, Dr. Kaplan.
Thank you.
Йогические полеты и ягьи – это единственное, что будет эффективно удерживать мировое сознание на вечном уровне несокрушимости. Я хочу организовать на будущее, сколь возможно, большое число ведических пандитов, но я должен позаботиться, чтобы и после их организации были в наличии средства на их дальнейшее содержание. Махариши.
You can imagine that supporting a group of 9,000 pundits will cost a lot of money. But that is still half the cost of a B-2 bomber, which until now has proven unsuccessful at creating peace.
Чтобы дать вам представление о расходах, содержание одного пандита стоит $250 США в месяц, включая проживание. Сравните это с кем-либо в Европе, это будет в 10 раз выше.
At present, thousands of donors are supporting this dear project. Every month they contribute whatever amount of money is comfortable in their budget. All those small gifts together enable us to support a few thousand pundits. But we need 9,000 for a more powerful effect. So your contribution would be welcome and would bring us closer to our goal.
The effect was just so powerful and so immediate on me, and I felt so many changes in my personal life that I decided to be a regular donor. I think that this is an investment for me, a very good one.
But then unexpected benefits occurred. I'm luckily a person that anyway enjoys quite some support of nature, but this has increased in a tremendous way, which I did not expect.
To me, giving is an important part of receiving, and there's really no better way for me, or I think for anyone else for that matter, to give than to the pundits.
Another large amount came to us during the year after we gave, so we decided to continue on a permanent monthly basis.
But once I started donating for this project, I had great support of nature, and my dream was just to be working for peace for the world. And actually, this dream became true, and I'm just working for peace.
Well, for me, the Global Peace Initiative is creating peace for every individual on Earth through peace. And that is something I can trust, because it's the most direct way to live permanently in a happy world.
I can feel a huge amount of bliss and peace being created by the pundits. So I believe if we have a lot more pundits, we can create peace throughout the land, and the world will become a better place.
Now, we live in a country, I'm from South Africa, which can be very smooth and very rough. But the rough things, they only happen when we're not having national yagyas. You can see it.
If it can actually create world peace, then donating to that is greater than anything else you could donate to.
I always get a great sense of satisfaction in the knowledge that my small contribution is making a big difference in the world, and there's nothing greater than that.
This is the overall experience of most of the sponsors. It gives a real boost to their personal evolution. So try it yourself. Start with an amount that seems comfortable to you and see what happens. But one thing, please do it on a monthly basis. This creates stability for probably one of the most important projects of mankind. And it brings you lasting blessings of all the laws of nature.